Hey guys, so I finally watched part 2 of Get Back, so only one more that I need to get through. I have thoughts. I always have thoughts, don't I? But regardless, this is the longest part of the whole thing, because part 1 was 2.5 hours, part 2 is 3 hours, part 3 is 2 hours. Make it make sense? I don't know. Anyway, I feel like the people who said Get Back is boring, they're basing it off this part. They're basing it off part 2. Because, alright, for as much as with part 1 I was like, what the hell are you talking about? This isn't boring. This one, okay, yeah, you kind of win. You kind of win. Alright, I concede. That said, not all of it is boring, but it does have a lot of parts in there where it kind of just drags, where nothing's really happening, they're not really talking about anything much. I get it. I see what you're saying, and on this part I do agree with you. But that said, at least it looks like Ringo finally washed his damn hair. At least marginally so. It's not fluffy, but I mean, at least it's not like chunky greasy like it was in part 1 where I was like, ugh. Anyway, I don't know. It's got its moments. I mean, this part does have the famous Paul McCartney, hey look, fuckface moments. I mean, there's that. We finally had that in stunning color in HD instead of the grainy black and white bootleg I grew up watching that had that moment on it, but at the same time was like, my favorite moment of any of the Let It Be stuff was that moment, even though it wasn't in the film itself. Now it's in this one. Immortalized forever. Thank you, Peter Jackson, for that. There's more of Paul on the drums. There's also, plot twist, Ringo on the bass, and Paul kind of trying to show him how to play it, which is kind of cool. We do get that moment that was in the Let It Be film, of Ringo and Paul playing on the piano together. That was one of only 2 moments in the original Let It Be film that I found redeemable, so I'm like, okay, I'm glad they included that here. Especially since I don't live in hope that they're ever gonna re-release Let It Be, especially not after this. Come on. After all the time, effort, and money they put into the Get Back project, why the hell would they ever re-release Let It Be? I'm just saying. They went to all this trouble to change the narrative around these sessions into not being a bitter, nasty thing. Why would they then backpedal it? They wouldn't, and they're not going to. It's just like how they bought the rights to the complete Beatles to bury it forever so they could release the anthology. I'm not complaining, I'm just stating fact. I'm just stating a fact. So, anyway, there is stuff like that. A lot less Linda in this one, which makes me sad, but we do get Yoko's caterwauling. Not thrilled with that, but that's subjective. That's just a me thing. We do get a brief glimpse at Patty being there this time, which is nice. But again, part 1 ended with George leaving. Part 2 started with them trying to get him back. And then just like the weird tensions around once he is back, it's different. Predictably so. And that makes sense. And there's moments where he seems very pleased with himself, and there's moments where it seems like, I came back for the same old shit, but just like, he doesn't say it, but you can tell by his body language, by his demeanor, by his facial expressions that he's thinking it. But, yeah, I don't know. I wasn't super wowed with part 2. The fact that it's 3 hours long, my attention span checked out about an hour before it was over, but as it tends to do. But I'm sorry, 3 hours is hard for me. 2 hours I can do. 3 hours is frickin' hard. And that was with pausing it in the middle and coming back, and it didn't help much, but I don't know. I wasn't super into part 2, not gonna lie. But part 3 is the rooftop concert. Unfortunately, I didn't get to it for the anniversary of the rooftop concert, but it is what it is. Again, without having my own Blu-ray player, my options are either stream it on Disney Plus and just watch alone, or wait till a day when I can actually use the TV downstairs and share it with my mom. And since this documentary is new to both of us, I've been really feeling strongly about, at least on the first viewing, I want to share it with her, okay? Like, sorry, that's how I roll. Yeah, obviously, if I really wanted to, I could go out of my way and watch it on my own and do it faster, but Nah, it's the concept of the matter. Every new Beatle anything I've got in my entire life, I've shared with her first. So, this is no different. This is no different. And same with if she got any that I didn't have, she shared them with me on first viewing. Before I then, like, stole them. But anyway, we all know the game at this point. We all know the game that, like, half my Beatles collection isn't really mine so much as I kind of took it from her, and it lives in here, but it's not really mine. Like, if I ever move out, I can't take that shit with me, because it doesn't technically belong to me, but anyway, so... It is what it is. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. But, I don't know. We had the whole switch of the Twickenham filming over to Apple. We had the whole progression of them wanting to do the live TV special and everything to, yeah, that's not happening anymore. Maybe we'll just do a documentary and a live show and call it a day. That's where we're at with part 2. That's the recap. To save you 3 hours. To save you 3 hours. Unless you want to sit through the 3 hours, in which case, be my guest. I'm not telling you not to watch it. I'm just telling you what my thoughts were on it. But, yeah, part 2 was kind of a slog. Not gonna lie. Not gonna freaking lie. So, I'm hoping part 3 is better, but since it is the part with the rooftop concert, I am assuming that it would be. Why wouldn't it? Just so I know going in, do they show the whole rooftop concert, or is that a separate thing? Since I know on Disney Plus, they have the rooftop concert as its own separate thing, which is effing weird to me, but yeah, just so I can set my expectations, let me know in the comments what all the deal is with that. So, yeah, wasn't wild on part 2, but them's the breaks. So, anyway, that is it for this one, guys. So, as usual, you know what to do. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe, hit that notification bell icon so you never miss an upload, leave comments down below. Make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Facebook fan page, my Twitter, my Instagram, my eBay, my Reddits, everything and more, it's all down below. And if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. Get your name on the end card for a month from the time of donating. Anyway, guys, till next time, see ya. This isn't working. Why? Why?